Chào mừng quý vị quay trở lại với phần 2 của chương trình Đồng tiền thông minh cùng với cuộc trò chuyện với ông Larry Susman là thành viên Ủy ban chỉ đạo việc xuất khẩu Israel, đồng thời là Phó Chủ tịch Phát triển Kinh doanh của công ty CNOGA, là một công ty chuyên về các thiết bị y tế ở Israel. Hi Larry, welcome back. In Vietnam, we're still a developing country and the level of science development is still low. So what kind of lesson that we can learn from Israel in terms of medical devices industry development?
I must say that to learn from Israel, you must learn from the history of Israel, and it all comes down to education.
Okay.
The more you put into education, the more science and the more technology and advanced technology you're going to get. In Israel, 7 out of 10 major companies have opened up research and development centers. These centers are all opened up near universities. So the level of the universities have to be high. And what happens is these students, while they are still studying, they're already working for these major companies, these worldwide companies. So that's something that I think you can learn.
What kind of step that we should take to develop, let's say, an effective R&D, research and development?
Again, I'd go back to education. Then I'd say that you must understand that to get to any level of technology, there are a lot of risks that you have to take. There's a lot of money that you have to pull into it. So if you're prepared to take those risks, then I think you can get to what you want to.
So for now, to foster more business opportunities between Israel and Vietnam, and to just get the Vietnamese businesses get used to, get familiar with Israel, do you offer any favorable conditions, favorable policies in terms of business investment or exporting, importing products from Vietnam or to Vietnam? Yeah.
Well, if you're talking about from Vietnam,
yeah, from Vietnam.
If you're talking about from Vietnam, the Israelis import most of, well, not most, but a lot of the goods that are sold on the market. If you say favor, I wouldn't say that Israel favors any country, but again, it's not for me to say. But stop. Let's go. I wouldn't say that the Israelis would favor anybody, but it's just a matter of business and good business practice. And I think that if the Vietnamese business people come to Israel, I'm sure that they will find a lot of opportunities for both sides.
So what is your strategy in the near future in order to, let's say, promote and develop more cooperations or partnership between Israeli businesses and Vietnamese local partners to bring them together? What is your strategy in the future?
Well, if you're talking about the life science industry, first of all...
Especially the life science industry.
Well, that's the industry that I come from. First of all, we have the event that's happening in June, which this event will definitely bring business to both sides. And that's the reason why I'm here, like I said before. So definitely that's one way that we can cooperate.
So that's the Met in Israel?
That's the Met in Israel, that's right. Further than that, like I said, that we have a very strong trade office at the embassy in Hanoi and here in your city. And all the businessman has to do is pick up the telephone and he will get any help that he needs. And he will, if he wants to reach out and is looking for something in Israel, he just has to pick up the telephone and he'll get everything and anything that he needs.
What kind of benefits that Vietnamese business could get from that event, from Met in Israel, if they want to join it?
First of all, they will get to know the Israeli life science industry. And then he'll be able to get to the right industry partners and the right manufacturers in Israel in order to import it into Vietnam, which I think that is what you're looking for, is the advanced technology.
I want to be practical right now. So if I'm a business owner in Vietnam, if my business is exporting medical device equipment, and I want to find out more about potential partners in Israel, where should I go to now?
Now, come to Made in Israel.
Okay, so that's the events.
I would.
And where does that take place?
That takes place in Tel Aviv in June. It's combined together with another event called the Biomed. But Made in Israel is a showcase where the businessman can see and feel and meet the right people.
Would there be more like Israeli delegations, business delegations to come to Vietnam in the near future so we can kind of talk to them if we don't have a chance to go there?
Well, first of all, it started off last year when our president was here. And I think that's sort of what kick-started the whole process. And I'm sure that there are going to be delegates that are going to be coming to Vietnam in the future.
And how about on the community healthcare side? What is Israeli plans in Vietnam?
Well, let's put it this way: business is business. If there's, like I said before, if a businessman can come here, even on the community health arena, they'll come. Don't forget that it's a two-way scenario, so it must be a win-win situation. Further than that, the Jerusalem University, a Hebrew university, which is well known as one of the best teaching medical universities in the world, is holding a program, a year's program, which you can find out from the embassy as well, which the Israeli government are, I'm not saying subsidizing, but helping with.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank
I
you.
hope there will be more cooperation between Israel and Vietnam in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là những chia sẻ của ông Larry Susman, là thành viên Ủy ban chỉ đạo Viện xuất khẩu Israel, đồng thời là phó chủ tịch phụ trách bán hàng của công ty CNOGA, là một công ty chuyên về thiết bị y tế của Israel.